It's that time again, y'all. It's time for a fresh tepid takes. And if you're new here, hi, welcome new people. We got a lot of new people recently, so I'm super excited to have y'all. So tepid takes is the series on my channel where we talk about new beauty releases. The reason I call it tepid takes and not a hot take is because I buy almost everything. This collection belongs to my channel, not really to me. And so unless otherwise stated, I'm talking about buying things to test for y'all. All that to say, never, ever, ever try to keep up with me in terms of consumption, okay? No one needs this much makeup. So we're going to start on Makeup on Your Radar. I highly recommend that y'all go re-follow her because there was like a fluffy copyright claim and that was all it took to shut her old account down that had like 13,000 followers. And so she's starting over from scratch again, and she's a really fantastic resource, especially for people who like to know about indie beauty releases as well as luxury and prestige. So I will put a link down to her account below. Jamie is just absolutely lovely. Always has her ear to the ground. And then of course, you know, Trend Mood is the original news source for new releases. So thank you to both of them for maintaining those accounts. It makes videos like this possible. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so Guerlain has released or is releasing a Parure, me in French, let's just kick it off with a bang. Gold Cushion Rejuvenating Radiance Foundation in 4 shades. I've been really excited about all the cushion foundations that have been coming out, especially from luxury brands, because it's like finally we're getting a more innovative texture, and a lot of times they're formulated in Korea, which means that if they do have an SPF, that filter is a lot more sophisticated than like the chemical SPF filters that we get in the US, and I'm always eager to try them. And because they are coming to the US through these brands, in a lot of cases they understand that like we need more shades, and so we are getting like a much larger shade range than we ever have from cushion foundations in the past. But not in this case, Guerlain. And to anybody who's like, is it only available in Asia? No, it is on Harrods right now. So that means it's just available in the UK in general. So it is 0ON, 0OC, 01N, and 00C. Did you hear your name called? I didn't. At a whopping $73, I would have loved to try this, but that is just a sorry excuse for a release. That's not a complete release. That's like 2% of a release. So that doesn't count. So it's not on our radar. Needless to say, I won't be trying that. Okay, this excites me because Charlotte Tilbury, she's kind of a wild card, right? I mean, she always has been. I don't know if y'all have smelled those perfumes. I've only smelled one of them that was sitting on display in Sephora, but my friend Stephanie got all of them in PR and she was like, they smell like they were created by AI. And I'm like, that is so accurate to the one that I smelled. It was like the leather and like bourbon one or something. I don't remember exactly what the notes are, and I'm terrible explaining those kinds of things, but it's the one in the red bottle. And I was with Linda from Glitter Fallout and we both smelled it and we were like, I mean, you could argue that that's what those scents are. Like, I smelled the notes they're talking about, but they don't feel real. Like, there's just something so strange. And then I said, Steph, I need to ask you the most important question. Did the perfume relax you? And she was like, no, it did not. So anyway, talking about Miss Charlotte Tilbury, she's coming out with the new Unreal Skin. It's a foundation. It's a stick foundation, which I'm always curious about. The Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick is said to be the ultimate no foundation foundation. It looks really shimmery. It looks like a highlighter. So way back in the day, I did like a I will review all of the Charlotte Tilbury foundations and compare them video. This is like 2018. And I thought that the Hollywood Flawless Filter was a foundation and I tested it as if it was a foundation. Well, this looks like I wasn't that far off because this really looks like the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the form of a stick, and we're calling it foundation. So, you know, 2024, what do you want? According to Charlotte Tilbury, the foundation is easy to apply, blends seamlessly, darlings, and moisturizes. I had to, I'm sorry. It should also have a soft drawn and lift effect to go with your feline flick. The foundation is said to have a very natural finish, look like a second skin, and make the skin shine from the inside. It is enriched with nourishing ingredients that help strengthen the skin barrier, increase firmness and elasticity, and make the skin look smoother and plumper. Always here for that. Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick will be available in 12 colors, and it's coming on the 20th of this month of June, which is quite soon, sneaking up quickly, and it'll probably go on early access before that. Do I want this? Yes, I do. I will definitely be buying this. This is something that I feel like the TikTok girlies are going to go bananas about, and I will need to know. I'm honestly kind of curious about, you know, like my color theory brain starts churning on this, because if it's gonna be translucent and it's gonna be in all of these shades, I'm like, do I buy more than one shade and like use one as a bronzer, use one as a contour, just get two that are close to each other? I don't know. I don't know. I might order more than one. Rare Beauty is coming out with a setting powder different from their loose powder. I liked their loose powder. I understood the complaints from people who are very fair skinned that her translucent shade was pink, because it just doesn't work for everybody. But also, like, Say Beauty put out their like lightest shade and it was a bronzer on me, which isn't an excuse. It's just that brands kind of do this all the time. But I'm happy to see that this has at least, good grief. I mean, in the photo, we have 12 or 13 shades. Fantastic. Rare Beauty does send me PR. Thank God, you know, it's awesome that they do that. So I will definitely be trying these. I'm just excited always about a tinted powder. I'm always looking to richen my repertoire in that area. So I will be very interested to see what Selena's take was on a setting powder. Those Rhode blushes finally got announced. Yes, they did. We will put a pin in the binary of whether or not I'm going to buy these so that I can talk about the shades real quick, because them are some really pretty shades. Those are so pretty. I do love that they really built the colors up on the model's cheeks so that you can really see what color they are. I do wonder if that means that they're really, really pigmented, or if they have put a lot on. I'll be interested to see the finish. It says, the natural flush, a little blush for a little flush. Our on-the-go cream blush wakes up cheeks and lips with a satiny diffused flush that melts on smoothly and stays all day. It's a lightweight formula that hydrates skin for baby soft cheeks that leaves a glowy finish without a greasy feel. I am always here for a cream blush. It's pretty hard to piss me off with a cream blush. These are cute. The colors are great. They've got a few shades that I think are just right within what I love to sink my teeth into, like the kind of weird orangey, rusty, rosy colors that are hard to put your finger on, like Freckle. Toasted Teddy looks ridiculous, like instant fjords cheeks, especially as everyone has now started calling it boyfriend cheeks or boyfriend blush. We've been pulling the blush down here for years. We've called it fjords cheeks the whole time, okay? But Toasted Teddy looks like such an excellent fjords cheek shade that could work on anyone. And then Sleepy Girl, no, I need them all. Spicy Marg, I need them all. So hopefully they send these to me in PR. The last time they emailed me, it was about the Jelly Bean release of their lip balm, and they were like, yep, we'll send it to you. And then they just didn't, and I haven't heard from them since. So IDK, if I see everybody else with these, I will know that I didn't get the PR package and I will just buy them all. I have absolutely no grudge when a company doesn't send me PR. I just want to know, because I don't want to end up with multiples. I have enough makeup. They're $24 each or $130 for the bundle, because you know, your girl needs the bundle. Your girl needs the bundle. That's easy. Byredo has a new quint. This is the Desert Road quint. This is very much a color story that if I were going to do another like blush range with Finding Ferdinand, they're having manufacturing issues. That's why we haven't released the hex codes for the blushes. Like, we want to so badly, but like, I don't know if you've noticed, but on their website, like, they've completely shut down the custom blushes because their chemist like got surgery. Like, it's so simple. It's just such a small team. So anyway, if I did, I would want to do kind of a desert inspired like rusty range. Like, that would really complete my vision. Well, I don't know if it would complete my vision. My vision is long. But it would be the next iteration of my vision, and this is really giving me that in a very satisfying way. Byredo's color stories do tend to be a little bit bananas. I feel like I have loved them, but when you look at them, they don't always make sense. I did not buy the recent one because it was so much blue, but I do find that the quints have better formulas than the big palettes. They're just really delicious. They're super creamy and really satisfying. So much like reflective metallic payoff. So I might get this. It's such a pretty color story, and I love that it leans so richly warm, but then it's also got that like icky, mucky, cool toned like purple gray in there. I think that this could be a very, very interesting palette. And also, I just like when something's new. Like, that's just kind of a new combination of colors for me. So Lancome has released these Lip Idole Butter Glow lip balms. I just talked to Lisa Eldridge. When I say that, I feel so freaking ridiculous because I just like message her team, quote unquote, on Instagram, but it's Lisa who is replying and she's like, oh my gosh, Kackie, I'm so sorry that you didn't get the lip balms yet. We've been relying on a different shipping system and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, we'll ship them out today. And I'm just like, talking to Lisa Eldridge, like that never gets less cool. So anyway, those are coming. I am wondering if y'all want me to buy the Lancome ones and compare, because Lisa, Lancome, you know, because it's not necessarily about it being good or bad. It's about how they differ. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Lisa Eldridge just came out with tinted lip balms. She has been the creative director of Lancome for a very long time. And then Lancome has come out with tinted lip balms. So I would be interested to know the differences. In fact, I've already just talked myself into it. Glossier's got lip liners. You know I'm gonna be picking one of these up. I am an old die-hard Glossier girl. And what I am loving is the fact that they're going back to their roots. They're going back to old formulas. They're listening to their audience. I am back firmly on the Glossier train. I feel like, you know, brands lose the plot sometimes, and they lost the plot there for a minute. I feel like instead of trying to chase down Gen Z, they finally decided to pivot back towards following their original audience, which was defined by millennial pink. The millennials, you know, I feel like they're finally just making makeup for millennials again, and we're loving it, you know? We are McLovin' it. So they have 8 shades, it looks like. Yes, and they do appear to have 3 or 4 excellent browns. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. I was talking to my friend Rebecca. She just has infinite patience for talking about makeup, and that's why I'm like always talking about her on my channel, because we're just always talking about color theory like 24/7. And so she watched my video on contrast, because she is my high contrast example, you know, my main one in my life. And she was like, wait, oh my God, it just clicked why you would wear a lip liner that's not the same color as the lip color that you're wearing, because you're trying to bridge the gap. And so you look at a range like this and you're like, does it match the lipsticks? No, that's not really the point. The point is that this caters to skin tones in a way that is going to accommodate bridging the gap on so many different lip colors. For me, pink, it doesn't really work as a lip liner. I am such a brown lip liner girly because I feel like it kind of helps balance out the contrast on my face. I think that the lightest brown there, which I think is called Buff, that one's gonna need to come home with me. That's probably the one. Yes, they are, how much? $18, yeah. I will definitely pick up Buff and let y'all know how it goes. Ooh, I haven't been excited about, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say, I haven't been excited about a highlighter release in so long. Yes, I have. This high gen one from Natasha Denona is stupid. And by stupid, I mean it's amazing. So just do a little bit of this and that. Ooh, ooh, a little bit of this and that. Oh, a little bit of that. Love this stuff. And I got excited about it in a TEPID Takes. I bought it and I was not disappointed. But anyway, Patrick Ta is coming out with highlighter duos. I'll be interested to see if his duo format, Gisu, translates to a highlighter range. Because what happens, right, is that brands get a thing that works for them that's very visually recognizable. Hello? Has that been there the whole time? I got my jewelry changed yesterday and now my skin's peeling. Great, I'm so sorry y'all. If you saw that, that was skin, not a booger, although there's nothing wrong with boogers. Everyone has boogers. Anyway, as I was saying, brands get certain names of things, like how Urban Decay will not let Naked go, or I guess they have now, but like Too Faced, Born This Way, Armani, Luminous Silk, like it's all these things that were like their best sellers, and so it doesn't really matter what the product is, they just call it that so that people look at it and then buy it because they're like, well, I like the foundation, you know? This is a little bit different because he just does these duos and everybody recognizes a Patrick Ta duo, and so while he could have come out with single pan highlighters, he is instead like, hey, we're gonna have both in here, which is quote unquote the Patrick Ta method. Yes, but I'm not sure that I need both in a highlighter. Natasha Denona does this, and from her I have owned like a powder cream highlighter duo, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, you know, it's not always what you want out of a highlighter, is like that much highlighter, but I will buy the kind of peachy one because I want to know if he's gonna change my mind about it, and or if I like one or the other better, and always we will compare it to the rest of my collection to see if there's something else that works just as well if you don't want to buy a duo. That's what we do here, and it gives me so much satisfaction. It's like when I can like land the plane on something like that, oh, I sleep better that night. So yes, I will be buying one of these for sure, at least. Oh, LYS. As long as they're putting out cream products, they're gonna get my money. I'm sorry, I just went and bought 3 of their old ones because I just wanted to remember them, and they're just so good. And I'm wearing this one today because I, again, refreshed my memory on it, and it's just so darn good. It's been sold out forever, but this is Focused, and it is like the ultimate sunburn shade. Look at that. Freaking look at that. Are you kidding me? It's so beautiful, and they've put out highlights. And the highlights are in this same delivery system. And as usual, the colors are totally beautiful. So Brave is this beautiful champagne color, like it's sort of a neutral champagne, but Genuine is like rose gold. And I love a rose gold highlight, I do. And especially because, like I said, Patrick Ta is putting out duos when I'm not really sure that the optimal way to use those formulas in a highlight is going to be in a duo. We do need to compare other releases with his highlights for that reason. So much space in my brain is being used up by makeup. It's like makeup, my child. That's my whole brain. I don't even remember how to cook anymore. People are really dragging this MAC Pride release, and you know what? Eat my shorts. I like it. MAC is like the original supporter of Pride. They've been doing this before Pride was Pride. I don't know, that's not true. But them putting out a rainbow palette is so MAC. It's so on brand. And there are all these comments, at least on Trend Mood, being like, MAC is just not gonna be able to compete because they can't put out a shimmer formula that's satisfying enough for a modern customer or whatever. And it's like, or there's room for everyone, okay? Isn't that the point of Pride? Maybe there's room for every formula. Maybe there's room for people who like MAC formulas still. Not everybody thinks that some shimmer is good and more shimmer is better. Some people just like something that predictably performs, and I would far rather have a rainbow palette from MAC who knows their stuff than from James Charles. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't wear rainbow colors on my eyes, but I think that it's really cute, okay? I like it. Catbird did what? Catbird by RMS. What? I love me some Catbird, although Catbird had some drama. Yeah, I had a friend who was working there at the time. The drama runs deep and the pictures are disgusting. So I could see Catbird trying to redeem themselves right alongside a brand that has, I would say, fairly successfully rebranded over the last few years, RMS. I could see them wanting to ride the coattails of RMS, being like, so, y'all aren't problematic anymore, right? And they're like, kinda sure. And then Catbird's like, cool. So can we share an Uber X? Like, is that cool? And they're like, yes, absolutely, let's go. So anyway, what even is it? An exclusive collaboration that celebrates effortless natural beauty, a limited edition 3-piece set inspired by iridescent days unfurling into the night. Have you ever had an iridescent day? Featuring a genuine Kackie pearl charm on a ribbon from Catbird, plus our elusive lip to cheek, elusive being the color in this case, and award-winning living luminizer. This is the perfect effortless trio to enhance your already natural beauty. This set includes the lip to cheek, blah, blah, blah. How much are we talking? $115. That's actually like pretty good if you want it. That is a beautiful berry cheek. That is the living luminizer is absolutely gorgeous. And then that piece of jewelry is very interesting because I would never wear it on that ribbon. It would be much more of like a charm. And what a funny charm. I can't figure out if it's like, what is it? It sort of looks like a white truffle that someone dug up, but like shiny. I don't know. I'm not gonna pay $115 for it, but what an interesting choice. What an interesting set of choices. I do want to try that blush color though. I love their lip to cheek formula. Ooh, that looks so nice. I might just buy that blush. Okay. Gucci. Pressed highlighters are coming. She says she'll update when she has more info, but this photo is bananas because one is purple and one is burgundy. To me, that does not say highlighter, that says like individual eyeshadow, because what in the what? I could see that being a highlighter on Gloria, Nima Tang, but like that is a bold choice regardless. Like I do, what in the diddly ding? That is very, very interesting. I really feel like these are eyeshadows. I don't know, but they're awesome. And I kind of want it because I just want to know, you know? Ooh, oh no, oh no. Kisu put out another shade? Crap. It's the Honey Fused Hydrating Lip Oil in a clear shimmer shade, which get out of my dreams and into my car, okay? I mean, that's just so easy. Uh-oh, 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 not a fresh coconut scent, not that, not that. That's an emergency. Call 911. No, I've got enough sparkly lip glosses. That puts it off the table. I will smell it at Sephora and see if we are really talking about a fresh coconut scent or if we are talking about a pina colada scent, because I do not do pina colada. I do not do it. No, 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 no. Nope. It is rare that you find me as being like absolutely not, but like a coconut scent. I just can't do it. I can't. All right, Givenchy has announced their fall 2024 makeup collection. They, I'm assuming, are out here with everybody else reformulating to take talc out of their formulas because it's become outlawed, which fine. You know what I mean? Whatever. I like these talc-free formulas. They've been making me very happy, so I think everybody benefits from that, except for the talc farmers. Who's gonna bail out the talc farmers? That is a joke. That is a stupid joke. Anyway, moving on. They are finally releasing a pressed powder version of the Prism Libre setting powder, and oh, yes, I will be buying that for several reasons. One, I freaking love it. Two, this is a fussy kind of way of doing it, so if they are going to put out a pressed formula, I will do it. But three, I have been outwitted and screwed by this packaging in the past. I had the blue, green, lavender, white colorway in this that I bought myself, and the lid got so stuck that all the King's horses and all the King's men could not get it open again. And so this one was sent to me by actually a lovely viewer got in touch with a contact that they had at Givenchy and got a bunch of stuff sent to me, which is so nice, just like so ridiculously nice. And that's how I got this. I'm not technically on their like gifting list. Nonetheless, I love their powder formulas and I will definitely be buying this. That said, they are coming out with new shades in their La Rose Perfecto, both the balm and the lip gloss. No, I can't with that smell and the taste. It's just too much. I actually just like, I was on autoplay or something and I watched a Tati video. I haven't done that in ages, but like it just kind of came up in my queue or whatever. And she was doing kind of a rejects video of things that she just didn't like. And those La Rose Perfecto lip glosses were on there. She's like, the smell and the taste, and I was like, Tati's right. She's right on that one. I just can't do it. But the packaging is beautiful. I really like the new packaging, so I'll definitely pick up the powder. Look, I get the whole Summer Fridays vibe, right? They're just kind of going for this like cool girl thing, but this brown teddy pouch, it's giving Domo-Kun so hard to me. I just cannot unsee it. I think that if I saw that sitting on my counter out of the corner of my eye, I'd go, huh, every single time. It looks like a critter. Like I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna, like I said, I keep talking about this, but I'm gonna be doing like an entire roundup of all of the lip balms that are like the viral lip balms and stuff. And I think that the main thing that's gonna make people want to watch it is that we're gonna do a spreadsheet about the ingredients and stuff and whether or not they like smell, whether they're vegan, stuff like that, because that's the most valuable information. And you know, the Summer Fridays, if you love it, you love it. If it means nothing to you, it means nothing to you. It doesn't really mean much to me because it is a vegan formula, but you know, go off. Get your Domo-Kun pouch. Come on. Commodity. Y'all, if you are into fragrances in general, follow Jamie, follow Makeup on Your Radar. In her own life, she is so into perfume. She knows so much about it. She has a massive collection and she's really passionate about it. So she covers almost every new fragrance release, be it mainstream or like extremely indie. Like she's going to tell you what's going on in all the notes and stuff because it's not just a peripheral thing like I like beauty, therefore I'm going to talk about fragrance thing. Like she's in love with fragrance. So if you're also in love with fragrance, definitely follow her. So Commodity, one of my favorite brands that I have followed through history, seems to be following in the footsteps of some of the other brands that have been putting out fruity scents lately. And now Commodity, who makes Gold, which is probably my favorite vanilla scent that you can still buy because you can't get Seven Veils from Byredo anymore. They have come out with something that is way off their typical beaten path and it's just called Juice. Florals, fruity florals, strawberry, raspberry pulp, rhubarb, sparkling interpretation of juice that showcases the lighter side of ripe red fruits. Lighter side of anything is brand new for Commodity. All of their stuff is really intense. I did get a discovery set from them a couple of years ago, knowing that I loved Gold, and I felt like so many of them besides Gold really just smelled the same. Like they had these really deep woody notes and I was just like, yeah, you smell one, you smell them all kind of thing. Now this sounds really different for them. Strawberry, rhubarb, and raspberry pulp are stirred into transparency with ethereal amberwood and fresh violet leaf. Like, yeah, I'm here for it. And I think that this will be at Sephora. Also, the thing about Commodity, when they did come back, because they did close for a while and then they came back, they came out with spaces. Spaces meaning, do you want it to be a close fragrance, very intimate? Do you want it to be something that's a normal amount, you know, what you would expect from a typical perfume? Or do you want to be able to smell it from the check cashing place around the corner? So you can choose your scent level, which I think is fantastic. So yes, I will definitely be smelling this for sure. I have way too many perfumes. Does that stop me? No. Okay, we're all the way back to the Golden palette, which I have already reviewed. So let's go over to Trend Mood and just see if there's anything that we missed, because Sophie does have, she's like grandfathered in to be able to post certain brands that Jamie would get shut down for because of copyright stuff on Instagram. I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but Instagram's the Wild West and they don't have customer service, so what are you gonna do? This might have been on Jamie's and I just missed it, but it says exclusive first look just for you, addition to the Yummy Skin family, the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer from Danessa Myricks. Y'all, if there is a complexion product coming from the brain of Miss Danessa Myricks, I will be buying it. I love her. I love her textures, and her complexion products fascinate me. Okay, they fascinate me. They don't all work for me, but they fascinate me and I always want to know. I had her original Vision cover, which was this like incredibly concentrated little tube that you could like thin out with anything else. And it was just the most beautiful finish, and I feel like that's where all of her Yummy Skin stuff has kind of followed from, with the exception of obviously the balm powder, which is an entity all its own. But this says a medium to full coverage concealer, plant powered serum hybrid formula that flexes with your skin to lift, smooth, correct, and cover with a natural soft matte finish. I do like a soft matte finish in a concealer because I want it to stick around. I want it to cover my blemishes, you know? Packed with 9 plant powered ingredients plus vegan squalene, vitamin E, and hyaluronic acid, Lift and Flex Concealer is clinically proven to lift and smooth. Will be available July 2nd, 20 shades, $30 each. Yes, hard yes. Might be an excuse to buy more things from Danessa Myricks. I really have nothing to say about this Chanel No. 5 re-release other than that packaging gives me so many vibes, and they knew it. They're coming for our packaging throats and they know it, okay? And you know what? They're right. Okay, it looks like a water droplet. It looks like I'm going to achieve a whole new level of aesthetic greatness in my entire life, like the rising tide lifting all ships. Like, I feel like if I bought that perfume, my entire life would get an upgrade. That's what they're trying to communicate with this packaging. Ugh, it's disgusting. And I'm obsessed with it. It's inspired by Marilyn Monroe, which I think is interesting because she's holding a completely different bottle, but you know, whatever. Recognizable aldehyde note mingling with jasmine. I do like No. 5. I think that it's wonderful. Will be available June 13th on their website. Doesn't even have a price. I bet you it's like $300. I don't know, but it's just so pretty. It might not even be expensive. It's just gonna sell out faster. I mean, it's gonna sell out before it's even released, and Hindash will have it, and that will be it. And he'll be like, I bought it at duty free. What's the big deal? You know what I mean? He just kind of like stumbles into Chanel all the time. Okay, more details on the Gisou. It's like beige and coconut frost. Oh, crap. Oh, wait. There are 4 new ones. What? Ooh, wait. We have Coconut Frost, which I will smell in store and report back. Tutti Frutti, which looks ridiculous because it's swirled in the bottle. There's no way it's gonna stay swirled like that. It's just gonna turn like, you know, a general peach color, which I'm also not mad about. Then they have Caramel Pretzel. Yes. Wild Rose. Probably not. And Mocha Fudge, also probably not. So yeah, I just need to smell them and I need to understand why Tutti Frutti looks like that and how they're gonna get it to stay like that. Because it's giving nostalgic, you know, those little bottles that we used to fill with colored sand. That's what it's giving. And I'm sorry, like, you know, you can take the girl out of Limited 2, but you can't take the Limited 2 out of the girl, you know? I feel like it's a TikTok gimmick. We will conclude by talking about Soft Spot. I do already have Soft Spot from Fleur. I bullied my way onto that PR list. It is my greatest achievement. I didn't bully, I just was super annoying. Oh, I'm just so freaking passionate about their fragrances and they just keep winning, okay? They just keep nailing it. So Soft Spot, the notes are top, bergamot peel, mandarin, freesia, so citrus floral. The heart, jasmine petals, water lily, vanilla orchid, so vanilla floral. And then the base is amber, sandalwood, and musk. It's really, really good. Here's the thing that I get from it, gardenia. and a petal, like a gardenia petal. Like not an artificial AI generated gardenia. None of those things says gardenia, but all together, like the vanilla and the musk and the all of it, it gives me this really authentic floral, like white flower petal smell. Tiny bit soapy, but not powdery. But I feel like what remains on the skin is like gardenia and jasmine. The citrus notes aren't very prominent, so I have really enjoyed it. It's a very warm scent, and I feel like if, you know, you're thinking about it in the case of like, I always think of everything in terms of music. I feel like it's all in the bass notes, but not all the way down because you're not getting any of that like cedar woody thing, but there are no really bright treble soprano notes in it. There's nothing that's like, you know, bright sugar or bright fruit or anything like that. So I really like it. So those are my takes, be them tepid, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up. Again, welcome to everybody who's new. Hi. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. And thank you to my longtime subscribers, of course. I love y'all. My patrons, oh my gosh, thank you for being here. If y'all ever want kind of member exclusive perks, the perks are usually, I do impromptu lives over there every couple of weeks, and we just absolutely cut up. It is total unadulterated, uncut nonsense. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I will put a video up here that I think you will enjoy if you liked this one. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I love y'all so much, and I will see you in the next one.